Yo guys, what is up? We're back with a new video here, and today we're going to be looking at the 7 largest economies in the world. And what we mean by that is the 7 countries with the largest nominal GDP. So let's get right into it. At number 7, we got India. India is a newly industrialized economy, is a G20 member, is a member of BRICS, and its economy has a growth rate of 7%. The perspective of India's economy is really good due to India's young population. It has a large agriculture sector, but in recent years it's seen rapid growth in its industries as well as its service sector. Although it faces some serious problems such as corruption and poverty. France is the 6th largest economy in the world. It's a member of the EU, the World Trade Organization, and the OECD. Its GDP is $2.5 trillion, $250 billion more than India's. Its economy is mainly based on services, with almost 80% of GDP coming from this sector, followed by 18% by the industry sector and 2% from the agriculture sector. Although France is a developed country with generally a growth in GDP, recent years have seen unemployment and deflation go up, due to a recession in 2009 where GDP fell 3%. Although it's seen a steady recovery since then, it still has some problems to solve. The UK has the 2nd largest economy in Europe and the 5th worldwide. Its service sector dominates its economy with almost 80% of GDP coming from services. Its currency, the pound sterling, the 3rd most common currency after the dollar and the euro. It's a member of the EU, the OECD, the World Trade Organization, and the AIIB, although the country had a referendum on EU membership, voting to leave. Its unemployment rate is below 5%, although its public debt is at a fairly high level, more than most EU members at 82% of its GDP. In GDP per capita, it is placed in the 13th place, right below San Marino according to the International Monetary Fund. Finally, it was also affected severely by the global financial crisis of 2009, with unemployment rate skyrocketing to 8% and GDP falling an astonishing 4.3%. Germany has the largest economy in Europe and the 4th worldwide. It really is the leader of Europe, at least economically speaking. It is the biggest capital exporter in the world with a trade surplus of $285 billion, much larger than China's. Its industry sector represents 30% of its GDP, which is massive compared to all its counterparts in Europe. Germany is notorious for its small, medium-sized enterprises, also known as the Mittelstand. It uses the euro, and its financial capital is Frankfurt. Unemployment rate is at 4.2%, but unfortunately, it too was heavily influenced by the 2009 global recession, with a drop in GDP of 5.6% in 2009. GDP growth has since recovered, but the German economy still is having a rough time. At our number 3 spot is Japan, with a GDP of $4.4 trillion, $800 billion more than Germany. Japan is a manufacturing giant, with so many of the largest companies in the world being situated there, such as Mitsubishi, Toshiba, Honda, Canon, and so many more. Like Germany, it has grown so much since World War II. It was decimated after the war, but has rapidly grown since then with the help of the USA's Occupation and Reconstruction of Japan plan. Its main trading partner is China, the US, and South Korea, but Japan faces some serious problems such as a huge debt, but more importantly, an aging population. And we got to the 2 giants. China has a 3 times larger economy than Japan does, at $12.4 trillion as of 2017, although it lags way behind in GDP per capita, where it is 73rd worldwide. The industry sector accounts for a whopping 41% of its GDP, and it's had an average GDP growth of 10% in the last 30 years. There are countless examples of companies manufacturing their products in China, such as Apple, American Eagle, Dell, LG, and so many more because of cheap labor and few restrictions on factories. China, though, has countless problems that it quickly needs to solve in order to become a world superpower, such as pollution, corruption, censorship, and human rights abuses. At our number one spot is the USA with a GDP of $18.5 trillion. Its economy is dominated by the service sector with 80% of GDP coming from services. It has the most stable and common currency in the world, the US dollar. The USA is inarguably the world's financial capital. It is New York. The US was the first country in which the global recession of 2008-2009 began, but since then has seen a slow but steady rise in GDP, as well as a decrease in unemployment rate, which is around 4.8%. Main trading partners are Canada, China, Japan, Mexico, and Germany. The US economy alone accounts for 25% of the global economy. Lastly, the US has built so many of the most successful companies in the world, including Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, Twitter, Google, and Amazon. Thank you so much for watching the video, and goodbye.